So a few months ago, I had a dream. And in this dream, there was a worship leader who is pretty well known in some circles. And to me, she represents songbirds, those who sing in the house of the Lord, who sing to the Lord and for the Lord. So she had kind of come out of reserve. She had not been leading worship for a few years, and she was leading worship again. And she began to sing about the songbirds and began to call for the songbirds to come forth from all the corners of the earth, the north, the south, the east, and the west. And she began calling for the songbirds, specifically those who had been put on reserve by the doctors and by the Lord. This phrase, on reserve, was so strong to me. So, fast forward about a couple of months, and I was at a church. And at this church, no one knew me, but the pastor prayed for me that day before service. I was leading worship, and he prayed over the worship time and over me as the worship leader for that day. And though we had never met before that day, he began to pray over me that I was coming out of reserve. How could he have known this? He couldn't have. The Lord must have told him. So the Lord was confirming to me this dream was from him. And he desires the songbirds to arise. It's the songbirds who will summon the Lord to the earth. It's the sound of singing, like Song of Solomon talks about, that's going to lure and beckon the bridegroom King Jesus to return to the earth for his bride, for his people. I want to be one of those songbirds. I am one of those songbirds. And I'm coming out of reserve. There's other songbirds who are coming out of reserve. They've been on hold, on reserve by the doctor's orders, or because of the Lord's orders, or both. But the time for singing has come. The time for joy has come. The Lord's returning soon, and he desires his songbirds to arise. Songbirds, arise.